Dopamine is good, unless it's bad.
What do I need to understand about dopamine in order to, because I think sometimes awareness is step one in being able to do something about a problem that you might have. So what do I need to understand about what dopamine is and what it's doing in my brain and how it's sort of associated with addiction to then be able to do something about it, which I consider step two?
So dopamine basically has two functions. The first is learning. There's no learning without dopamine. Anytime you learn something, whether it's positive or negative, it's because there was a dopamine release. So dopamine is the learning neurotransmitter. Dopamine is also, when it's going to another area of the brain called the nucleus accumbens, which is the reward center, that is a stimulus for reward. That is the motivation for reward. That is, in one word, foreplay. That is the excitement, the reason for continuing any given behavior. Okay? Dopamine is good, unless it's bad. The problem is chronic overstimulation of any neuron leads to neuronal cell death. Dopamine is a chronic stimulator. And so if you have chronic dopamine being released, what's going to happen is you're going to kill the next neuron. Now, that neuron doesn't want to die. So it downregulates the receptors for dopamine so that it's less likely that one dopamine over here is going to find the receptor over here to bind to because there are fewer of them. So what this means is more and more for less and less. And we call that phenomenon tolerance. And then when the neurons actually start to die, that's called addiction. So tolerance is the start of addiction. And the problem is more dopamine, more tolerance, more addiction.